What's up, guys? Welcome back to our platform. Guys, if you're new, please just consider subscribe to the channel so that in case I post any story, you'll be the first one to view. Thank you, guys, for those people who are making me to reach where I am now. We are on the road to 30K subscribers, and I hope by the end of this month we will be there. So, guys, we are in South Africa and America, because you remember there's something happened in America. President of America Donald Trump and the president of South Africa Ramaphosa. Those are discussion where you saw that discussion of genocide. Donald Trump used to say that there are people, the white people, who are being killed in South Africa. So president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, decided to go to America so that they can have a talk on what's happening, on what is all about genocide. Remember when the president of South Africa went to America to discuss about the issue, President Donald Trump had been prepared with some of the evidence to show President of South Africa, Ramaphosa, that he had evidence that shows what? That shows there was genocide in South Africa. People, the white people were being killed. The white people were being, the land was being taken away from white people. The white people were being discriminated. So the evidence that was brought out in the discussion, some of them people turned it as a false information. So do you know what, guys? We've seen some of the reporter from South African Reuters journalist has clarified and has claimed that the photo that which President Donald Trump was using to show as an evidence was his photo. And you know where the photo was from? The photo was from DRC. So Donald Trump used the photo of DRC to show that, to convince the world that people were being killed, white people were being killed in South Africa. So those were the fake evidence that some of the fake evidence that was used there to show that some people were being killed in South Africa. The white people were being killed in South Africa. So whenever you saw some of the evidence that being brought up by the whites to the black people, know that some of the evidence are not the right evidence to agree in on. So just listen on how this presenter talked to the reporter who claimed that those photo was from were from him, and those photo were not from South Africa but were from DRC.
Following deadly battles with Rwanda-backed M23 rebels. And for more on this, we are now joined by Jafar, and he joins us now via our video link. Jafar, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. I mean, let's start off here. You've seen your image making the rounds this whole week, and following that meeting which took place in the Oval Office between President Cyril Ramaphosa and U.S. President Donald Trump, and the U.S. President saying that this purports to white genocide taking place in South Africa. What was your immediate reaction when you saw that image?
Thank you. To be honest, I was not watching the meeting of President Ramaphosa and President Trump. And the day after, my senior producer and writers sent me the two photos. The photo of the President Trump taking that newspaper, and the screenshots of my video. And he's the one who told me, who let me know that President Trump said that that was the proof that in South Africa there is a genocide of white farmers. And from there, I started reading media, and I found that President Trump used my photo to show the world. So I say to lie the entire world in order to convince President Ramaphosa that there is killing of white people in his country.
Were you shocked at all that it was your image being used by the US president, saying that there are killings of white people in South Africa?
Yes, that was my first impression. I was shocked. Not shocked because he used my image, but first of all, I was shocked because a president is a high authority who have not to use fake news. And as a journalist, my job is to inform, to give good information, and also to fight against fake news and all the surrounding fake news. And when I saw the president of US using my image of Goma saying it's in South Africa, I was shocked. And then also shocked to see that the allegation is very far, many kilometers from the picture to the history he made.
And Jafar, maybe if you can also tell us what was actually being depicted in that image in which you took from the DRC.
Come again, please. I'm sorry.
Maybe if you can just explain to us the image in which you took in Congo, in the DRC, what was taking place at the time, and when was this picture taken?
It was on February 3rd. The first week after the city of Goma was taken over by the M23 rebels, and the volunteers of the Congolese Red Cross, supported by the International Red Cross, the ICRC, were burying the victims of the war in the city of Goma. Thousands of bodies were buried in like 1 week, and on that day was the first day of burying, and even the M23 was not happy with journalists to cover that event, and I had to pass by my contacts to the ICRC to negotiate with M23 to get that access. And we were there, 3 journalists, and I was the only one TV journalist. That's why when I saw the image, I knew directly that it was from my video, because I was the only one video journalist in the zone.
What is it? Earlier on, you touched on the issue around fake news. What does it say when it comes to, images like yours being used to peddle some of these, allegations of a white genocide taking place in South Africa? What does it say, particularly when a world leader is alluding to the world that this is images of a white genocide?
That's shock too, because I'm a victim of war, and I can't like war, I can't like killing. So if there is a genocide in South Africa, President Trump had to prove it, but not by using an image which show the killing of other people in somewhere else in Africa. And Africa is facing many challenges, and especially my country, DRC, where thousands of people are killing like every month because of the war. And seeing that a leader, and I heard that at this meeting, President Trump, after showing to the President Ramaphosa this picture, he told him that he is also involved in finding a solution on the Congolese problem, while he's using a Congolese picture to show that that is South Africa. So for me, it's one thing and is opposite. I can say that he's trying to get a solution on Congo when he's not even take the consideration of what is happening in Congo. Because if he knew that that picture was in Congo, he could not show it to President Ramaphosa that it's in South Africa.
Right, guys. Hope you've seen how this reporter has said all about the photo. Now you understand what is happening between white people and black people. Now you understand between the West countries doing to Africans. You remember Gaddafi. This issue is all about we do a circle, but we come to the same point, whereby a president of Libya, Gaddafi, was killed because of some of this mere evidence, some of these claims, some of these fake claims which were brought upon Gaddafi. Then Gaddafi was assassinated without any evidence that shows that he had done a wrong thing to his people. You see some of these things that the white people are coming up with, some of the claims to black people, so that these black people to be killed because of some of the fake evidence which were brought on table. You remember Gaddafi, there was some of the evil evidence, evil things were talked about him. Later they decided to kill him because of those fake rumors, evidence that they were talking upon him. You remember the other day, General Michael Langley, said that Ibrahim Traore was supposed to be arrested because he's using gold for his own beneficial. Ibrahim Traore is using what? Is using gold for his own beneficial, and they said that Ibrahim Traore is a dictator to his people. The claim which was seen by the African people to be wrong, because we African, we usually see what is happening in Burkina Faso. Even me right here in Kenya, I usually see some of the things that are happening in Burkina Faso. That's why I didn't agree on what Michael Langley was talking about Ibrahim Traore, and was the claim that they were supposed to use so that they can do away with Ibrahim Traore. Those are the claims that they were going to use to eliminate Ibrahim Traore. Now they went to South Africa, bringing in some of the claims which were not the true claims, bringing in the claim that might make the leader of South Africa into trouble, whereby whenever the world saw that there is a large number of people are being killed in South Africa, yet the president of South Africa is remaining silent, the president of South Africa could have been taken on an action which was not a good action upon him. Because of him being silent, yet the murder of white people is being happening in South Africa. So these are the claims that Donald Trump and Elon Musk were planning to fix the president of South Africa. That's why we usually say that the white people, the West countries, are planning on how they can destroy us, on how they can destroy the African countries. This is how we usually say that the West countries are the enemy of Africa. Donald Trump is an enemy of Africa. No matter what, Donald Trump is an enemy of Africa. This shows from the clips, from the photo that he used, claiming that white people were being killed in Africa. This shows that Donald Trump was trying to make sure that, was trying to fix the leaders in South Africa with an evidence which is not there, with an evidence that are coming from another country. You remember also played a clip of people also being killed. The clip of people being killed, the clip was the protest where the people were protesting in Amazulu. The there was a protest in 2020. So Donald Trump was using some of the fake clips and fake photos to show the world that the leadership of South Africa is not well, showing sympathy to the Afrikaners whom he took from South Africa to America. So guys, as we Africa, we are supposed to wake up, and as we Africa, we are supposed to know how we can be protected on ourselves. We Africa, we are not supposed to depend on the West countries, because West countries are the destroyer. West countries are the enemy of Africa. West countries don't want to see Africa proceeding, don't want to see Africa running away from poverty. So guys, remember to subscribe to our channel and just comment and tell us what is your opinion in all this situation where Donald Trump decided to use a photo of DRC to fix it to South Africa, so that the world can see that the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, is not doing well, is guilty, is supposed to be charged off. And guys, remember to subscribe to our channel, and if you've not subscribed to our channel, just subscribe to our channel and share to your friend and relative. And guys, let us meet in the next episode.